Good morning, reception. Today is Friday the 10th of July and we are going to be practicing splitting up a word into its sounds. So, sometimes we can count the letters in a word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters in a word. But that doesn't mean that there's 6 sounds, does it? Because if we look at our speed sounds chart, some of our sounds have actually got 2 letters and some of our sounds have got 3 letters. So we can't always count the letters to tell you how many sounds. We have to think about which sounds these letters are making. So let's have a look at dragon first. And remember, when it's one sound, what you're going to do is you're going to do the dots and the lines for me. So when it's a single sound, you can do d, d, r, a, g, o, n, dragon, dragon. So dragon does have 6 sounds. Let's have a look at the next one. High, I. Is that on our speed sounds chart? Look, 3 letters and it makes 1 sound. So you can't count 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds. It's just 1, 2 sounds. I. Let's try zog. Z. O. G. Zog. 1, 2, 3 sounds in zog. Book. B. U. We've got our speed sounds chart. Yes. Ooh. So that, even though it's 2 letters, just makes 1 sound. K. Book. So it's not 1, 2, 3. It's got 4 letters, but it's only got 1, 2, 3 sounds. Let's try this one. Shoot. Shh. Shh. Ooh. Ooh. T. So shoot's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, but it's only got 1, 2, 3 sounds. Can you see how I split these words up into the sounds by doing your dots and lines underneath and using your speed sounds chart to help you? So some of these words are really long and they do have a lot of sounds in. Some of these words that are long don't have many sounds in because there are lots of digraphs or trigraphs in them. This one's only got 2 sounds. So you can have a practice, write out these words and then try and do the dots and lines underneath to break up the word into its sounds. And you could try writing some other words as well if you like, or you could look in a book. And you can, instead of drawing in the book, you can just use your finger to count how many sounds and use your speed sounds chart too. You've got a writing challenge as well today, which is writing a sentence. So this might help you think about all of these sounds that have got more than 1 letter in. Really get yourself familiar with those. Practice them a lot because that's going to help you with your writing. Okay, right, let's move on to our maths activity. Just going to do a little recap on shapes today. We'll start with some of our basic shapes that you should know already. This is a circle, well done. I've got my whiteboard pencil, I'm going to draw in here. So the circle, it's got 1 line that goes all the way around, hasn't it? It's just got one edge. What about the rectangle? It's got 1, 2 long sides. And it's got 1, 2 short sides. It's got 4 sides altogether. It's also got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Circle's got 0 corners. What shape's this one? That's right, triangle. And it's a triangle because it's got 1, 2, 3. 3 sides. And it's got 1, 2, 3 corners as well. You should know what this square one is. Yeah, it's a square. We know it's a square because it's got 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. But it's different from a rectangle because it's got 4 sides that are all the same. The rectangle's got 2 long and 2 short. The square is all the same all the way around. Let's have a look at this one. Do you know what this shape is? It kind of looks like a circle, doesn't it? But it's a circle that has been squashed. A bit like an egg. And this is called an oval shape. So it is a circle, just one side. Goes all the way around. And it's called an oval. It's a circle that has been squashed. So a bit like the rectangle, it's long, isn't it? It's a bit like they've made the circle longer by squashing it, so it's called an oval. And then there's some other shapes here that you might not know. Now, when you start to get to a shape that's got, let's count how many sides this has got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. A shape that's got 5 corners and 5 edges is called a pentagon. Can you say pentagon? Pentagon. So 3 is the triangle, 4 is the square, 5 is the pentagon. And let's come over here and let's count. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. And that's called a hexagon. Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Let's have a look. How many has this one got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's called a heptagon. Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon. And then we've got one more over here, which has got, how many do you think? We've got one with 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How many do you think this one's got? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And that's called an octagon. And I know a really easy way to remember octagon is because it's got 8 sides, like an octopus has got 8 legs. Octagon. So look at all of those shapes and all the different numbers of sides and corners that they have. And you could practice drawing some of these shapes. You could try and draw a triangle and write the number 3 next to it. You could practice drawing an oval, drawing a number 1 next to it. You might want to practice a really tricky one. You might want to practice a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, have a little practice of some shapes today. You could practice some 3D shapes as well. Well done, everyone. I'll be back later for story time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.